You know Alex Williams. Airball Alex Williams? You don't know her show? Bro, what?
Should I?
Yes! She's one of the top national college basketball influencers, and she's blowing up with the Dope Blunt podcast and video channels. You gotta take it seriously, because them NBA draft heads definitely do.
All right, I'll check out.
No, you go do it now because she's all over you. Right here, she singled you out and issued a challenge. Throw down. And she even hit me on my socials to make sure you got it.
Let me see that. Okay, so I meet this challenge and then what?
So I'm sure she'll hype you on the show.
Okay, and if I don't?
She'll bury you. I seen it happen before, stone cold ruthless.
All right, fine. She wants to go, we can go. I ain't never been afraid of no challenge.
Thanks for joining us as we get set for 2K Sports' presentation of college basketball. We'll watch the Oklahoma Sooners in this one as they go up against the West Virginia Mountaineers. Along with analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Forrest Hunt. Tonight, we get a look at some of the next generation of NBA stars.
You know, that's one of my favorite parts of watching these games, seeing what kind of dynamic, new, fresh players will soon be headed to the league.
Yeah, plenty of NBA hopefuls on these two teams. It'll be interesting to see who really distinguishes themselves from the pack.
And Stevenson gets it to go.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Diaz up top, guarded by Pearson. The popularity of the Mountaineers in West Virginia, some die-hard fans of this school.
And there aren't any pro teams in the state, so this is the only show in town. West Virginia is all in on their Mountaineers, not just in hoops, but in all sports.
And here's Stevenson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming up. It goes on Evans. These are his first free throws of the game. And the free throw, no good.
At the line, New York Mountaineers, Dennis Stevenson.
He hits the second from the line. Pass to Hall. Davidson. Inside. Evans gets the bucket.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
West Virginia with the ball. Stevenson with the ball. The second chance effort. The shot that time not on target. Evans with some nice D. Here's Hall. Good on the triple.
You know, they've come close on a few occasions in the past, but West Virginia is still looking for its first title. In 1959, they were runners-up, and they made the Final Four in 2010.
Pass to Pearson. Now Thompson. Here's Diaz. He's guarded by Stevenson. Here's Hall. Shoots over West. Again, the Sooners score. For the Mountaineers, they are rarely a high seed. They've never been a #1 seed.
They were a 2 seed in 2010 and a 3 seed in 2016. Other than that, they are usually not ranked that high. But they're building something here, and they're pushing for that first title.
The Sooners leading. And here we go. Thompson from outside. And another three for Oklahoma.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now a timeout called by West Virginia.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
Here's Pearson. Here's Stevenson. Pass to Harden. Hernandez. Now here's Pearson. Defended by Diaz. To the middle. Weaver. And nothing is falling right now for them.
Well, the West Virginia team has seen some improvement the last few years. Several strong seasons in a row. They were right in line for a high seed before the virus canceled the tournament.
And with the Mountaineers, they've had some great recruiting classes.
Boy, this team is improving, and the future is really bright. I think they've got a great coach in place, and there's a lot of excitement around the program.
And that one misses.
You know, what I like most about Junior is how he stays confident, composed, and focused. I mean, even when he's going through a tough stretch, for a young player that's just developing, he's got a lot of self-confidence.
Pass to Hernandez. Here's the break. Hall with the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Now, here's Hernandez. Now, here's Pearson. There's the triple. They get it again. And it's Stevenson finishing it off. Now, here's Barrett. Pass to Junior. And it's going to be 2 free throws, drawing the contact on the shot.
Well, you can see Junior's grit right there. His willingness to get physical, meet the contact, and draw fouls. That bodes well for his future and actually bodes well for the present, too.
You guys, West Virginia, they've come alive in the last few seasons. Also, they went through a change of conferences not too long ago.
For so long, the Mountaineers were playing in the conference on the East Coast. Now they are facing off against teams like Oklahoma and Texas Tech. A lot more travel time involved from West Virginia, but so far they've held up pretty good.
Now here's Stevenson. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. That's tipped. Here's the fast break. Here's Barrett. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, I tell you what, getting out in transition has really been a big part of this run they're on now.
And the best way to pile up points in a hurry, just run and get your buckets before the defense can get set.
Boy, Pearson getting the pass to the open teammate. Really easy that time, and that's just bad D.
Pass to Hall. Back to Diaz, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Davidson outside. Back to Junior. Banked in off the glass.
It's impressive how Junior's inside play has continued to improve. He's now able to outperform many of his peers in the paint. And without a doubt, the big name from West Virginia is Jerry West, the man who would go on to become the logo of the NBA. He's all over the record book for the Mountaineers.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Boy, Junior does a nice job with the pump fakes. Really hard to predict when he's going to get that defender off balance.
This is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. Guys, when you talk about Jerry West and West Virginia, he is an absolute hero for the school.
He was not just a hero for the school, but for the entire state. Jerry West put basketball on the map for West Virginia. I can't imagine anybody impacting the game for the Mountaineers more than he did.
Good.
There isn't going to be any shortage of hustle on the break from Junior. First chance he gets, he's going to bust it down the court and convert for the team.
And here's Stevenson. He has 5. Pass to Brand. West, defended by Diaz. 6 to shoot. Here's Weaver. He's covered by Thompson.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
And, you know, Junior, the son of the legendary Duke. You know, Duke was a standout from Newark in his own right. But unfortunately and sadly, he passed just before Junior started playing organized basketball.
And you have to wonder if that's what spurred Junior to take up the family sport. Junior has probably heard all about the greatness of Duke his whole life. Now it's time for him to write his own name in Newark lore.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Stolen by West. Here they come. Weaver's shot is off. Down low. Here's Junior. Count the bucket coming off the perfectly placed assist.
Some young players just have that grown man strength. Junior taking it right to the defender.
Here's Harden. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so we wrap up the first half. The Sooners ahead, up by 12. And about halfway through, what have you seen from Junior thus far?
You know, at times it seemed like he just drifted through the first half. We expect so much more from a talent of his caliber.
Yeah, you know, at times we're guilty of forgetting how recently he began playing organized basketball. I mean, developing consistency is part of the maturation process for a player. You know, it's not a big basketball factory when it comes to players joining the NBA from West Virginia, but they do have some representation from their alumni base.
And all time, you have some big names on the list. But in the last few years, it's been pretty sparse. Still, this team remains competitive without having NBA-level talent.
Stevenson with the ball. 5 points in the game. No one near him. And the jumper falls for him.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Pass to Thompson. Davidson. Junior, guarded by Pearson. Junior, no good. Now Pearson. Now Stevenson from the arc. Unable to get that one to go. Junior inside, guarded by Pearson. For 3, Red Thompson. And the Sooners hit again from deep.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
You guys, many are wondering if Junior is stepping into a leadership role with this team. The fans feel he's a key star to this program's success this season, and he should be a leader.
Tell you what, there are a lot of upperclassmen who can lead the way on this team, and yet you can't argue that Junior has the talent that warrants a leadership role, even though he's only a freshman.
And the Sooners call time here.
Substitution on the field. Substitution on the field.
Here's West. Here's Hernandez. Pass to Weaver. Back to Hernandez. Stevenson with the ball. West covered by Junior. Here's Hernandez. And again, it's the Mountaineers missing.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Conley. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and he'll shoot two. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night right now. The Sooners making a switch here. And so he hits both. Now here's West. In college basketball, rankings are everything. Do you guys have a preference between a scrappy underdog or a dominant top seed?
I got to go with that powerhouse top seed team. There's a reason those teams earn that ranking through the course of the regular season.
I love the unpredictability of these games. Always fun to see an underdog team defy expectations and grab the W.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
West Virginia calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's Weaver. Back to West. Pass to Brand. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And it's Diaz penetrating. Here's Evans. That shot off the mark. Stevenson with some nice D. Here's Brand. Shots blocked.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Well, I tell you what, his football background, early in high school, he played on the gridiron, so Junior is no stranger to initiating and embracing contact.
A big part of what elevates the excitement of these college games has got to be the die-hard fans who are so unrelenting in their support of their teams.
You got that right. These crowds stay amped up for the entire game. The dedication of these fans is truly second to none.
Yeah, you know, these fans will do about anything to fire their teams up and give them an edge. That's why a lot of these schools really literally think of their fans as the sixth man.
Now here's Stevenson. Knocked loose.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Here's Diaz. That's his sixth field goal today. Make him 6 for 11.
Just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
Running them right out of the gym, Greg. I mean, the defense looks like they're ready for a break.
All by himself for the finish. Throws down the breakaway jam. They've been looking out of sorts on the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Pass to Weaver with the shot. And again, it's the Mountaineers missing. You know, one thing that makes these games so compelling is the influx of new play styles. Some of these players could be the prototype of what's to come for the NBA.
Well, these players all bring to the court the latest ideas and techniques, stuff they picked up online or in games with friends, and they're less afraid to try new things.
Yeah, you know, they haven't really fully defined their comfort zone yet, so there's a willingness, actually an eagerness to stretch.
And it's the Mountaineers with the ball, so it's the Sooners winning this one easily.
And it's interesting that they were able to win so comfortably despite an off game from Junior. He's got to be grateful to have that kind of talent alongside him.
You know, this one got out of hand, actually was a laugher, but his enthusiasm tempered a bit by the fact he knows he can play better. And guys, I know he will.
And for Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Forrest Hunt. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, this is a good thing. We got the W, you did your thing. Alex Williams is gonna be hyping you up for sure.
I'm just glad we got the win. It's one step closer to the tourney.
And Alex Williams, both can be true, Junior.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm about the team. That's my mentality, always has been, always will be. Alex Williams or no Alex Williams.
Yeah, and I hear that, but look, at this level and the next level, the media is gonna overanalyze every move we make on and off the court, and it's affecting the team because they're hearing it and they're reading it. If Alex Williams is burying you, then we all dealing with it. But look, your draft stock go rise. You'll see.
I ain't mad at that. As long as we keep winning, everything else will take care of itself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
Hey, wanna sign this? Save the ocean. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch up with y'all later.
See ya.
What's up, Junior? Good to see you.
You too, Arch. Man, I gotta walk.
So look, I'll get right to the point. I know what happened between Coach Bishop and I is still eating at you.
Yeah, it didn't sit right. Look, I want everything to work out between us, but Coach Bishop don't trust you, and he just wants what's best for me.
Hey, so do I.
Yeah. But you still want to get paid if I make it to the NBA, which is fair.
You know, I got you here.
You did?
When you had your choice of schools, I never tried to nudge you either way.
That's right.
I was surviving before we met, Junior, and I'd still be surviving if you decided to never play basketball.
Look, Art, you got me here. And I love this place and what I'm trying to accomplish for this school, but things can change if I don't feel like they're working out. I just want that to be clear.
Okay? We don't have a contract. That's clear. All I can do is keep trying to earn your trust.
Okay.
So, you ready to see what the inside word on your draft stock is?
Definitely.
All right, so look, I gathered all my intel into one place for you to take a look at, but it can update as the season goes.
Okay, so what's this all supposed to mean right now?
Nothing yet, but it'll all shape up as we get closer to the end of the season. Just keep winning, keep your numbers up, and your stock will rise.
Okay, if we're losing and I'm not producing, then it'll fall.
I mean, I was gonna say it's not that simple, but it kinda is.
All right. Work to do.
So,
Catch you later, Arch.
all right, boy.
Pardon me. Thank you.
Can I help you?
You're Junior, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm Alex Williams. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How'd you get on the bus?
How did I get on the bus?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised by how many people think Press Pass means all access. Can I say what a pleasure it is to meet Mr. Big Time Professor Dunk himself? I'm just wondering whether I should call you a selfish player, a chemistry risk, or, you know, tell the truth and let everyone know you did it for a girl.
Who told you that?
I never reveal my sources. But his name rhymes with Ted.
Listen, these other players that you're covering, yeah, they don't get the same, let's just call it attention.
Attention.
Yeah, attention.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with it?
What's the deal? Well, I get it. It may seem cruel or, you know, arbitrary, but it's the opposite. I love the potential of who you are and what your game is all about. At times, it can be inspiring.
Okay, and at other times?
At other times, not so much, but you're growing and developing, and this is my way of helping you reach your potential.
So why can't you just say that in an article? What's with all these games?
Because I'm building a profile too. And games, conflict, that gets eyeballs and clicks. And what if you don't develop? I write a cuddly piece about you, and then what? NBA decision makers pay attention to what I say. I've built a career on honest, unmerciful critiques, and I'm not backing down from that now. Look, the stakes are impossible at this level, Junior. You know that. And even worse when you get to the next level. You might as well prepare for it now. Everyone knew your dad was up for it. It's a long shadow that follows you around. Is that funny?
It is, because it's an angle. Trust me, I get where you're coming from. But the media is a lot more twisted about the legacy of Duke than I am.
Am I supposed to take that at face value?
I'm assuming you got another challenge for me.
Yeah, I do. 2 games, first and foremost. I'm all about winners, so win the games. Secondly, everyone wants to see you develop as a scorer. So bump your scoring average up from where it is now. What do you say?
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Nice. There's something about you. Professor Dunk. Mr. Big Time.
Red.